AMAXReacts. Anybody trying to date me, my bills or your bills, care whose car it is, you're trying to date me. You're trying to take a load off of me. So my car is your car for the bills. I don't simple. You're trying to date me, so my bills or your bills. Period. Anybody trying to date me, my bills.
First of all, the period at the end that already turned me off. I'm just let's get painless. I'm out. Anyway, I honestly, I'm talking directly to you, young lady. You probably never come across this video. If you do, you need to explain yourself. I hope that this is the type of, I hope she's a person that just, this is a skit. I really hope so. But I'm only speaking based off the few seconds that I've heard from this video. So I'm gonna use this as an example, and I'm speaking directly to you, young lady. I honestly don't have an issue with what you said personally, because us as men, we are naturally givers. We love to give, we love to provide. Honestly, as a woman, it's so easy to keep a guy in the headspace where he's willing to do anything for you, or if y'all have kids, y'all family. All you gotta do on your end as a woman, regular sex. It's like he should never have to worry if you're gonna say yes to no to sex. Food ain't even shit nowadays. You got YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. You got everything that shows you how to cook. Even if you don't want to cook now, you can't be going out doing not Instacart, but Grubhub and DoorDash all day. That shit gets expensive. I don't care what type of money I got. Yo, musty ass ain't finna be ordering that all the time. But let's just say, for the sake of everything, you are buying food out. You can go to grocery stores and they've got ribs prepared. Any food that you can kind of think of already prepared. And all you got to do is heat that shit up. But even when it comes to cooking, the instructions is on the box or on the thing that you're using. But for real, food is not hard at all to cook. I learned how to cook. My grandmother showed me how to cook when I was like, not 7 or 8. I know I had to stand on something to look over the stove when I started learning how to cook. So shout out and salute to my grandma. Love you, grandma. But as I was saying, as a woman, regular sex, make sure food is good. I'm talking directly to you because you're the one that's saying your bills is his bills. I'm assuming your bills is his bills and his bills is his bills. Meaning that I'm assuming he's going to be responsible for the majority or all the bills. So if that's the case and he's taking the load off you financially, what are you doing when it comes to the intangibles to take the load off him? Are you nice to him? Because, why shouldn't you be nice to the person that you're in a relationship with? Right? And I'm talking low, y'all, because it is late. It's like 12:42 a.m. Everybody upstairs asleep and they ain't trying to get all crazy and wake people up. Anywho, because I got respect. But as I was saying, if he's doing all of that, what are you doing to put him in a headspace to be happy to take off the load? Because again, us as men, we're natural givers. So if you're doing these things, it don't take a lot. Regular sex, food. Let him have his time to himself. Maybe he wants to just sit in the room in the dark. Maybe he wants to be on the TV watching games. Maybe he wants to be on a video game. Maybe he wants to go fishing, hunting, going out with the boys here and there. Right? You give him that time, and then when it comes to the bills, you are not bugging him about, we ain't spending that much time with each other this week. Well, you want me to take care of everything. You think I'm only gonna be working 30 hours, 25 hours a week, taking care of everything? No, that's not how it works. You want this life, and I'm assuming you're not just wanting him to take care of the bills. You're gonna want vacations. I'm pretty sure that truck or whatever that car that you're driving is gonna be a pretty decent car. It's probably gonna be on the low end $25,000-$30,000. So again, you're asking this guy to do all this stuff. So guess what? He's gonna have to work. So whether that's a career, a good job, a good career, I know I just said career, a nice business, he gonna be putting in a lot of hours. So you have to be his sense of peace. He can't be coming home and you're like, you're not spending enough time with each other. So you want all this on one end, but then on the other end, you're complaining about not getting enough time with him. You can't have it both ways. It's only 168 hours in a week. All right? So as I was saying, what are you doing to take the load off him? If you want him to do all this for you, what are you doing? Are you being nice to him? Is the sex regular? Is the sex actually good? Right? Because it don't take a lot to make us men bust one. It really doesn't. So is that regular? Or again, food. Are you either learning how to cook? If you don't know how to cook, are you learning how to cook? Or are you going to these grocery stores and getting the pre-made food, making sure it's heated up for him? Is that on point? Are you not overly spending money where y'all having issues with bills or just money long term because you're buying goofy shit all the time? Are you his sense of peace when he come home or when he's headed home? Is he like, man, I'm happy to be heading home to my wife or my girl because I truly enjoy being around her. Is that a factor? And you're gonna know that based off his actions, because a guy. If a man is in a relationship where he really enjoys that woman, he ain't gonna like purposely try to be away from her. He's gonna want to be around her as much as possible. Okay? And if he can't, he's going to explain, baby, this is what's going on right now. He's going to communicate that and help you understand this is why y'all not getting enough time with each other. He's going to be on point on his end because he wants to be around you. So if you're doing all of those, or if you're willing to do all that, cool. Yes. You can demand that. And men, y'all can tell me how y'all feel in the comments. The woman doesn't have to be fine enough. I know I hear that all the time. Well, she needs to be fine enough for me to do all that. Okay, let's say she is fine enough. The woman you're with, she's fine enough according to what you like. But she's not giving you regular sex. That's little to no. Food, she's not really cooking. She's spending all your money. She doesn't bring any peace in the house. There's no sense of peace in the house. She cries every time you try to go and enjoy yourself with yourself or your friends. Would you still want to be with her just because she's fine enough? If so, then have at it. Hey, stress your state. Have at it. But hell no. If you want the things that you're asking for in this video, young lady, your ass better be providing. You better be taking a load off him. Mentally, emotionally, definitely physically, then cool. Yeah, yes, because again, I'm gonna say it again, we naturally love to give. And whenever you're providing all the things that I just said, we're gonna give anyway. But just as a woman, would you want your man to be like, if you're with, like, imagine a man get on the internet and he's like, well, to be my woman, you got to be making sure you giving me the blowjob, the head job, sex, and I better not have to worry about if we like he's really saying you're gonna do these things. How that's gonna make you feel? It's gonna make you feel some type of way, even if you're the type of person that doesn't mind giving it to your man whenever. You will feel some type of way if a dude is telling you what you're gonna do compared to just allowing it to happen. So that's just my only issue with her coming on the internet saying it like that, because dudes don't mind being a giver at that capacity. They really don't. But when you talk the way you're talking, young lady, it's to me, I'm looking at you as a self-sabotager. Like, you could be, down the road, you're like, oh, you'd be like, oh, why ain't nobody trying to pursue me like that? It's like, well, when you're telling people what they should be doing, that's going to turn a lot of people off. Like, you have the right to say what you're saying, but the person that's listening to it on the other end has the right to be like, oh, no, I'm good on that. Skip Bayless voice. I'm out.